6 of Chin Music with Mitch and Tony. We're your hosts, Mitch Bone and Tony Legaly. Tony, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well, though. I think we need a new intro, and it starts with the bone. The bone. Mitch Bone. Yeah, baby.
You know what? Maybe we need to work on that for next time.
They call him the Bone. Big Daddy Bone steps up to the dish now, batting .411 in his last 5 inning games here. Played in AAA.
Yeah.
Anyways, hello, Mitch. I'm doing fantastic, my friend, and looking forward to another episode with you.
Yeah, it's should be a fun-filled episode. We're coming up on NFL season. Starts this week, actually. Starts in 2 days.
Mama. Ooh, mama. That weather. Let me tell you something. That weather's turning. It's turning and burning, baby. It's turning and burning, and I'm telling you, the World Series and the NFL, it's here. We made it through the summer, the dark days. Believe it or not, for our sports show, it was the dark days in the summer.
I mean, yeah, kind of, honestly.
I mean, if we didn't have the Olympics, I mean, I don't know, man. We might have had a little rough patch of viewership there.
It was rough there for a bit. It was hard finding stuff to talk about, but
well, you can only watch Clay Holmes, blow so many saves before you just give up on talking about the Yankees. So that's been out for a while, and so we really ran out of shit. We really did.
We talk about the Yankees every single week, and I tell you the same damn thing every single week.
I know.
They're still in first place. They still have Aaron Judge, and they still have Juan Soto. Quit your bitching.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Just can't do it. Just you know what it is, though. I actually dissected it, and I know we're not gonna spend any time on this, but I'm gonna tell you what the dissection of everything. Okay, the Phillies, obviously their ball club stands superior, and I'll tell you why. They may have similar records, whatever, but the Phillies got passion, Mitch. They got passion. They got passion 1 through 9, and in New York, the Soto and Aaron Judge show. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's just watch these guys hitting nukes. And in regards to like being a dirtbag and, making some clutch plays, doing what's best for the team, Gleyber Torres, instead of swinging out your ass every AB. That's all it is. It's a sideshow, and I'm out. I just can't buy into it. Nope, not going to do it.
Throw a dark horse team in there that I didn't think was going to do anything at the beginning of the year, but they're actually really good. Milwaukee,
I'm going to tell you something. They're okay. They're playing well. I'm going to tell you something, but I don't see it. I don't see the depth in the lineup. I appreciate that they've been on a heater and they've been looking okay. When I watch them play live and match up to whoever, they just don't cover the depth for me, although they may have some sizzle going in Milwaukee. Now, would I love to see the sizzle prevail, baby? Absolutely. I just don't know that it will.
I mean, I kind of feel like they might be this year's Diamondbacks that just catch lightning in a bottle in October and surprised all of us.
Could happen. And we'll pay closer attention to that.
Next month.
Next podcast. Yeah, we'll see where they are. There's a little 5-game stretch here. We'll see where they are.
Yeah.
Oh man, we've had MLB has been great. Obviously, playoff race started to heat up. It's like I said, weather's turning with the NFL season's approaching. Mitch, last Saturday, the official kickoff to college football. I mean, come on, was it not nostalgic to just kick your feet back and look at the screen and be here? And we're back, baby.
I mean, it was all day football, and the best thing about college football now is it's not just on Saturdays.
I know.
Like, if you want to find a game on a Thursday night, you're probably going to find a game. I know there's games on Friday night, and then of course you're going to find them all day Saturday. But that's the beauty of college football now, is they're not just on Saturday.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I hope the majority of Americans can attest, because I know we have, close to 200,000 listens every podcast. So hopefully they'll be with us on this. But LSU and USC, to me, was the most entertaining game of the entire weekend.
I'm gonna counter that a little bit.
Okay, just a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what I like about that game. I love. It was like watching Reggie Bush 2.0. USC's got a running back. I don't know his name, but he's fantastic to watch.
Yeah. No, it was a great game.
Mhm.
The one that I really enjoyed, actually, I had two, and they were FCS and FBS games
Mhm.
that I really enjoyed watching in week one. And it was NDSU playing Colorado.
Great game.
Amazing game.
Amazing game. I definitely neglected to remember that one.
By NDSU. Colorado, they have an amazing offense. Travis Hunter and Shadur Sanders are the real deal. They're legit.
Oh, yeah.
Travis Hunter didn't leave the field, which is insane. But on defense, they're suspect at best. And then the other game that was not supposed to be as good as it was, I will give the Idaho Vandals all the credit in the world. They went into Eugene, had a bend, don't break mentality. And
Wow.
the game was only 28-14.
You're kidding.
No.
I didn't even catch the recap of it because I saw who they were playing and I thought, oh, whatever.
I mean, stats-wise, Oregon blew them out of the water. Like, I think the quarterback had like 350 yards.
Right.
They got their yards, but when it mattered, Idaho's defense stopped them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, is Idaho in the Big Sky Conference, right?
They sadly are. Yeah.
They sadly are. So they're going to be pretty stout. They're pretty solid.
Yeah. I think I definitely think MSU and U of M are the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think just a small step down, you have Idaho.
Well, and I truly love the success of those teams. Like I was hoping NDSU would beat Colorado, but the success of those teams just means good things for Montana State football is how I feel. Like, I don't know, or the Grizz or whoever. Like, I mean, that's really who we need to be playing anyways. I feel like we're not quite there, obviously, but like, what the Cats have built in Bozeman is pretty special, and I hope that within the next 5 to 10 years that they get to play in these big featured schools. And I don't know if that's realistic. I'm sure that's probably the most ignorant thing that people have heard on this podcast, but that would be ideal.
No, it would be awesome, and I mean the Bobcats were the only FCS team in the country to beat a Division I FBS school.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that was the University of New Mexico. They're not the best in the world, but they're still a Division I school.
Well, Cats were favored, too, also. That's,
Yeah, and they squeaked out of it.
Yeah, hopefully they can continue to grow and grow their base for sure. Wanted to chat just briefly because I don't want to get into too much of it, but brief little blow here to the hockey community. Just kind of listening to the reactions of some of the guys I listen to, the analysts that actually put in the work.
There are some of them out there.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
There are some.
We're just aggregators, we just get your shit and we put it out to other people,
Why do the work when someone else does it for you?
Exactly. Anyhow, no tread delicately moving forward, but Johnny Gaudreau getting him and his brother Matthew getting struck by a drunk driver and losing their lives. And Johnny Gaudreau's a massive NHL superstar, and obviously all the details that everybody by this point knows in regards to the sister and the wedding and the kid on the way, and God, just more and more were just coming out that day, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it just makes you sick. So more than anything, just hope for some peace for their family one day.
For sure. And I don't want to make this podcast all sad today, but while we're also on that topic, there was a football player, Ricky Pearsall, who was shot in San Francisco, and he seems to be okay. He's in stable but critical condition, but want to keep him in your thoughts too, because it was a attempted robbery.
Yeah. What? So I with that, because I don't know so much about that one outside of that he was shot. What is he? Obviously, he's fine. I mean, he's okay.
He's in critical condition. They've released him from the hospital,
Okay.
but he's still not in the clear.
Okay. Well, yeah. Shoot, yeah. Crazy world. Unfortunately, there's just too many humans.
Yeah. What I do love whenever we have terrible things like this happening is
Nick Castellanos.
yes.
Did you see that, dude? He hit another bomb.
Did he?
Yes.
Jesus, that man. Okay. But no, what I was going to say before I don't even know what Nick Castellanos is as a person at this point. But I love how the sports community really comes together.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what sport. I mean, they were all talking about the hockey player Gaudreau and his family, and they were all talking about this football player. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing, and that's really neat to see.
It is because we can say all we want about athletes and deciding what you think is fair that they get paid or whatever, but the fact of the matter is that they put more work into their craft more than anybody in the world, which is why that they're there. And to know that they're also just human beings that are, obviously not immortal, it's pretty highly respectable. So silver lining wise, yeah, it's great support from the sports community, but yeah, what a devastating deal for the family and the NHL and hockey. Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, man. He, smallest guy on the squad his whole career, and no way he could perform in the higher levels, and just kept surpassing expectations, and apparently a very well-liked guy. So,
well, how could you not if he's a guy that wasn't supposed to be there and he got there? That's an awesome story in itself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got his own story. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the only time I got emotional about the whole thing was they played I was listening to Spittin' Chicklets, and I was working out this morning, and they played Spittin' Chicklets, played an old Boston College, or excuse me, I forget where he went to school. Oh, he went, dang it. It sucks because I think BC, potentially. I don't know. But it had an old video announcing one of his goals, gets the puck at the blue line, skates in and scores, kind of a massive goal, the goal that he clinched the national championship with. So just like I said, great to watch humans perform, and great to watch them do it on a high level, and tough when there's any sort of variable that's should be, is tough to take them out. So anyways, tough deal.
For sure. No, I mean, it was like a few years ago when Kobe Bryant died and literally shocked everybody.
Oh yeah.
The one that really got to me was hearing Michael Jordan and just seeing him breaking down in tears at his funeral.
Oh yeah.
Like, these are grown men that everyone immortalizes,
Yeah.
MJ. And just to see their human side, it's good, but it's also kind of hard almost.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Anyways, so what I had prepared for fantasy. What's that?
We had to have something prepared. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, well, I started doing this today. Just my first day doing it. No, not really. I didn't even. I have. If you want to see my notepad, it's just Johnny Gaudreau. All facts, pure analytics, trackers, stat
That's great.
It's what we do. what I prepared, what I thought would be a good idea, and so let's just cut the chase. Let's cut to the chase on this deal. I want to know three guys that you really like in fantasy this year. I don't care if they're a rookie. I don't care why, but just 3 players, because oftentimes we kind of convolute the conversation in regards to the average draft positions and their projections and what they're going to do and who they play for and if the offensive coordinator's dating someone new. So much upkeep, right? But at the end of the day, we want to play with the players we want to play with. Mitch, give me 3 guys that you want to play with this year.
Okay, so I'm not going to give you the Patrick Mahomeses. I mean, those are obvious choices. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you 3 kind of sleeper, but also really not sleeper.
Perfect. Exactly what we were looking for.
So for quarterback, I want Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
Because I think, has a really good arm, but he also has that running ability.
And in a perfect world, when could you draft Anthony Richardson in a fantasy?
I would think pretty late.
Pretty late, right?
Yeah, I would think because he's not a first wave quarterback. He's not a Patrick Mahomes, a Joe Burrow. I would think realistically probably 8th, 9th round.
So outside of his arm and his running ability that we still have yet to see because of this injury last year on a consistent basis.
Of it last year, but
is there any weapons that the Indianapolis Colts have currently that you're excited about Anthony Richardson being surrounded by that you obviously feel like this is the guy you want?
Yeah, so first off, I feel like for a young quarterback, they need a running back to kind of take the pressure off. And the Colts have a really good one in Jonathan Taylor. He's one of the best in the league, probably top 10 safely, top 5 depending on who you're talking to, but definitely top 10. And then Michael Pittman Jr. is one of the better young wide receivers in the league. Alec Pierce is pretty good. He's not great, but he's a good 2-3 guy.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of decent pieces around him. And I also like that the AFC South isn't the best. I mean, there is decent. Obviously, you have, Jacksonville's defense is okay. Houston's defense is surprisingly really good all of a sudden. But it's still a weaker division. And so I think that bodes well for.
A lot of points in that division always.
Yeah, that division just gives up a lot of points.
Historically, I don't have the exact stat because, I didn't come that prepared today. But historically, it seems like there's a lot of overs hit in those games.
They're always shootouts. I mean, I remember like Matt Schaub and Andre Johnson with the Texans back in the day. C.J. Johnson with the Titans.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry with the Titans. Like, we don't want to go that far back. Like, there's always heavy hitters in that, in that division.
Absolutely. Anthony Richardson,
yes.
Love it. I'm going to give you one we'll break it up. I'm going to give you one. This is a wide receiver. I love the wide out position as is. I think the ceiling, the floor on those positions are pretty standard in regards to target shares and things like that. But the ceilings are limitless, it seems as though. But I think someone who's going to be a target monster is Malik Neighbors in New York.
I would agree, but is Daniel Jones going to be able to get the ball to him?
Well, that's his only player to throw to, so he's going to have to. Truly, I mean, is how I feel about it.
He's going to have to, but can he?
Well, yes, I believe. Although Daniel Jones is far from spectacular, I still believe in his height as a quarterback and potentially maybe just having a threat. And when I say a threat, I mean Malik Neighbors, because this guy, I don't know if you've watched his game film, but he looks a lot like Jamar Chase to me.
Yeah,
like
he is insane.
He's insane. Yeah. So I like him because he's available a lot. He really is. And it's solely because of the team that he's surrounded on. You got to take him kind of third. If you can get him in the third round, fourth round, even, I'm telling you, that's a great pickup. Fourth round's a steal.
Really?
I mean, depending on how many teams, but yeah, think he makes it through the second round often?
There's so many wide receivers. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so do I. That's what I mean. Like at that value of position, even if you got to reach a little bit, just because the guy's going to get targets, and just the best athlete on their offense, I believe. So.
Oh, I don't think that's much of a question. I think he is by far.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I'll counter that with another wide receiver that got a quarterback upgrade. Drake London.
You like Drake London? I'm glad that you went with someone like that, and I want to know why.
Well, he's been okay with bad quarterback play in like Desmond Ridder and anyone else they've thrown out there. And I think that Kirk Cousins is, at least right now, probably a top half quarterback. I don't think he's the top 10 he was a couple years ago with his injury, but he's a top half quarterback still. And I think Drake London is the number one guy in Atlanta when it comes to wide receiver. I mean, they have Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get their targets too. But when you talk about pure wide receiver, Drake London is the number one.
I don't dislike it. I really don't.
He kind of reminds me of Mike Evans, and I really like Mike Evans.
Except he's not even close to the same size as Mike Evans.
I think they're pretty close, actually.
No, I don't think so at all. I think he's a smaller guy.
I thought he was a bigger guy, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I haven't put much stock in him, to be totally transparent. Like, I mean, just because of his range, I'm thinking he's 5'11".
I was thinking he was like 6'2".
How tall is he?
He's 6'4".
6'4"?
Yep.
Like I said, folks, all facts, pure analytics.
So he is Mike Evans.
He's Mike Evans. I had no idea. I mean, this is how. Obviously, I don't have a lot of Falcons on my fantasy roster too much.
He was Mike Evans without a quarterback. So
subject to change, because this is, if there was ever the year to have some Falcons, this might be the one. They got a good team.
And I hate to be weird, if for whatever reason Kirk Cousins can't go, which I kind of have a sneaking suspicion with who they took in the first round, that might be the case. They do have Michael Penix, who has an absolute cannon of an arm.
That is true. I'll have to do some more research on Drake London. I appreciate that you brought that up. Now, I want to talk about someone who I think will be the RB3, potentially 4, based off of this team's success. I don't see them going backwards. I still think they're going to be a threat, but someone I'm happy.
I might take the same person, so go ahead.
So I just believe the writing is kind of on the wall. And then, 2 weeks ago, news broke that Nick Chubb was still well out of the picture for running back, and I just think Jerome Ford is going to tear it up this year. And I think that the value on this player, you can sit back. You don't even have to. I mean, now I would imagine his average ADP has gone up, probably based off your scoring system. You probably are now reaching for him in the 3rd to 4th round. Maybe I would not yet, probably the 3rd or 4th round now. But 2 weeks ago, he was available in like the 7th round. And so, like,
yeah,
Massive pickup there. Obviously, he's going to share the workload. There's some others I'm excited about, but I really am excited to watch Jerome Ford this year. I think he's going to be good.
Wow, that is not where I thought you were going. That is a deep take.
Very deep. I know. I just feel like it's some low-hanging fruit that this Browns team's going to be better, and he's going to be even more of an asset and carry an even heavier workload.
Well, there you go. So for my final guy, not as low-hanging fruit as that. In fact, I wouldn't even really call it low-hanging fruit. Jahmyr Gibbs.
He's 98. He just can't. He's 100% healthy. They're going to play him. This kid's a freak.
He is insane. I watched him play last year in the playoffs, and I was like, I want him on my team.
Oh, yeah.
Why did we not draft him?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's young. He's on a team with a coach that wants to run into a wall. So he's going to run into a wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think the potential for him, I think, because a lot of people have Bijan and Christian McCaffrey as 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's out of the question for Jahmyr Gibbs to go over one of them, if not both.
Very true. Yeah. They got that. Like I said, every weapon that they have, I'm on board with. They're not going to regress. So.
The only one that I think has a shot to actually keep his position is Christian McCaffrey, because I have a feeling until that man retires, he is going to be running back 1.
Yeah, there's some talk that there might be a little hamstring issue going on, or calf strain or something of that nature.
He's had some injury issues.
This is why I never have had him on my fantasy team.
I had him 1 year, and that was the year he was out the whole year. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. Yeah. I took him in the first round because I'm like, it's Christian McCaffrey. That's great. And then he was out like week 2, and I'm like, well, that's great. My year's over.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, no stock in running backs. Jerome Ford was just kind of a player. I'm going to go with the last player here that I guess I'm just most excited to, sit back and enjoy the show and just kind of watch. But I'm excited to see what happens in Green Bay. I'm excited in regards to Jordan Love. I really do think he's got the tools, and I'm just excited. I'm hoping more than anything that the Bengals and Joey B and Jamar Chase figure it out this year, in regards to their success.
Can we talk about the Packers? How did they put that ragtag group of wide receivers together and make them good?
It just seems to be what they do. Really. They always, they never really have some, I guess Randall Cobb, Donald Driver, I
was going to say, when Favre was there, they had good wide receivers.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I'm like I said, I'm just more so just really looking forward to, Thursday night's coming up, man. Opening day, Chiefs, Ravens. Come on. It's Christmas.
Ravens.
Beautiful.
Go Ravens.
Heck yeah. So.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a good time of year. I don't like that it's getting cooler. That's the only thing. But football's a great time of year.
Heck yeah.
High school football wise, we have West High in town this week.
Who do they play?
They play. I knew you were going to ask me that. They play Helena Capital.
That's right. Two. Yeah. This playoffs?
No, this is the second week of the year.
Second week of the year. Excuse me. Sorry.
So what they do now, because they have an East and a West.
That's right. This all changed.
2 weeks are non-conference, and they play a West team the first 2 weeks. One's on the road and one's at home.
Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Last
week they went to Butte and beat the Bulldogs in Naranche.
Nice. Yeah. Well, we're previewing Thursday night football a little bit here. I got a couple I guess brief thoughts on it because we won't probably be able to do a show next week because I'll be in Ireland.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Those apparently leprechauns live over there, so
Yeah, you might be attacked by the leprechaun.
yeah. So that game Thursday night, is that in KC?
I honestly do not know. Let me look. Why does it not just tell me? Sorry, guys, my computer does not want to just work. League schedule. Yeah, it's in Kansas City.
Ooh, mama. The Swifties will be out that night.
God, I did not miss that part of the off season.
Oh, it's coming, baby, full fledged. Especially when they're gonna get hit. Swatch.
I don't doubt it. There were rumors that he had an engagement ring at one of her concerts.
Hey, never know. Miracles happen every day. You know.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't mean a three-peat.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Just set the NFL's all about it.
But
Taylor's good for ratings. Here we go, all over again.
I will say Taylor is great for ratings.
She is good for ratings, yeah.
All joking aside, we were not for it last year, but and I'm not necessarily for it, but it's it's awesome for the NFL, and why not?
Absolutely. Probably the Chiefs take care of business. What's that?
I was going to say, did we talk about the big sports video game news the last time we met?
No.
Backyard Baseball is coming back.
So I've heard this. On what console?
I don't know yet. It's very, very minimal knowledge about what's going on.
Used to be my favorite game.
It's coming back.
Pablo Sanchez. Remember Pablo Sanchez? Just had absolute nukes.
I still have the game on my computer now.
Remember Keisha? Keisha get up there. She just dropped absolute dick. And then Pete Wheeler, good for stolen base any day.
Oh, yeah. You ground her, and then he'd get on base and then steal second and third. And depending on the pitch.
I put in some sweat to that game for sure.
Oh, me too.
It's a great game.
The one I hit really well with, I love hitting with Ahmed Khan.
Oh yeah, Ahmed Khan.
Oh yeah,
absolute nukes.
Yeah,
love him.
God, I love that game. But no, they're coming back with a game. They're doing TV, movies, all that good stuff, and it's gonna be cool. I think. I don't know when they're coming out with it. I don't know what platforms it'll be on, but I would guess at least PC.
Oh yeah. Yeah, make it shoot, I'd get it on my PC for sure.
I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would buy it the second it drops on my PC.
Heck yeah. Well, good. Well, shoot, I'm thinking the Chiefs take care of business on Thursday. Tough to say. That Ravens team will be good.
That Ravens team is going to be dang good.
With Derrick Henry, new look for Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think the Ravens might come out on top.
Wouldn't surprise me. That's a good team. I mean, Chiefs' first game of the year. Last year they dropped the first one in KC.
Yeah. So
to Detroit. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure both teams are.
Weird. I mean, yes, obviously Detroit ended up being really good, but at the beginning of the year, no one thought they were going to be. Everyone knows Baltimore is going to be good.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a doozy. I'll be excited to watch. Got to heck yeah. Well, unfortunately, we have a fall day kind of going on today, so we got a little preview.
We do. It was weird. Did you get that massive rainstorm for 20 minutes?
Massive rainstorm and then a massive windstorm.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
It was really weird. I was in my car because I went to go get the Baja Blast gelato.
Oh, is it any good?
It's pretty good.
Is it?
And I was like, I'm gonna wait in my car until it stops raining.
Damn, I want a Baja Blast gelato.
Pretty good. Not good.
I got pork chops on the smoker right now. Little pork chops.
Oh, those are good too.
Pork chops and applesauce.
There you go.
What do you know about that? You ever had that flavor combo?
I have. It's good.
Oh, it's the best. That screams fall to me.
Yeah. No, it's really good. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Good deal. Yeah. Well, shoot. Did you have anything, Mitch? I
Probably
mean,
won't have a show for a couple of weeks.
yep.
While Tony's becoming a leprechaun.
Yes.
And,
Becoming a leprechaun, the most luckiest man.
And yeah, hey, before we end, let's all give Tony a massive happy anniversary.
Yeah. Made it a full year being married.
1 year.
Nobody-
So.
She didn't kick me to the curb.
So I have a feeling that's why they're going to Ireland. But anyways, they're gonna have a great time. So
Yeah, we've actually we had just a whirlwind of change in our lives, man. Thank you for saying happy anniversary. Appreciate it. It's we put a lot of work into it, and we're going to Ireland because we kind of met, and I was still kind of transitioning into whatever. I potentially could still be transitioning into whatever my purpose is, but I found some life insurance sales along the way, and our growth as a company has allowed us to take a company retreat to go to Ireland. So we've put in the time and the dog days and the work, and now it's time to just kind of kick back and reorganize. And so I'm really happy that the success and the hard work prevailed, and thanks for saying that. So,
well, of course, and I know you bust your butt every day, so you deserve.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous. I can't lie. It's like traveling and going overseas. I've never really been. I've been to Canada to watch some hockey, but
Canada doesn't count, bro. It's basically our neighbor.
I agree. Yeah. So overseas, it'll be an experience I still have yet to mentally prepare for. So I'll have to tackle that a couple days in advance. But I'm trying to just run myself ragged, meaning like taking on all these little landscape jobs. I did 16 miles on the bike today. Like I just figure if I can just burn myself out, I won't be so nervous for a 7-hour flight to Dublin, Ireland.
You're an animal, man. I don't know how you do it.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, on that, we're gonna call it a show, and we'll be back in probably a couple of weeks, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, we'll get to dissect the first couple of weeks of our fantasy teams and the NFL season and the drama to follow, baby.
Heck yeah. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening.
Heck yeah.